Yuval Harari, a professor in history and the author of the book Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind, says in a TED Talk that humans rule the world because we are the only species who believe in objective realities and also in fictional realities. We have objective realities like mountains and rivers and trees, but we also believe in fictional realities like going to the moon, building a cathedral, or going on a crusade. Professor Harari gives an excellent example in his TED Talk of a chimpanzee, and he says you cannot convince a chimpanzee to give you his bananas by saying if he does, then he will go to monkey heaven and have an endless supply of bananas. The chimpanzee will look at you and go, "You're crazy, get your own bananas." But because humans can believe in fictional realities, we can inspire people to come together, make sacrifices to collaborate and achieve amazing things. When John F. Kennedy launched the space race, he did not launch it by saying he wanted the biggest and best rockets to go to the moon. Rather, JFK appealed to our fictional realities by launching the space race with a dream, a quest of going to the moon this decade. The quest to go to the moon powered an entire nation and motivated Americans to achieve what many believed to be impossible. There's a lovely story of a visit JFK made to NASA's Command Control Center. He came upon a janitor whose role it was to clean the room where all the scientists work. President Kennedy asked the janitor, "What is your job?" The janitor replied, "I'm helping to put a man on the moon." Quests are powerful because they offer meaning to our lives. People want to be involved in things that have meaning. No matter how big or how small a part they play in its success, they want to be a part of it. When the great explorer Ernest Shackleton advertised for men to join his expedition to the South Pole, he posted an advert that said, "Men wanted for hazardous journey, low wages, bitter cold, long hours of complete darkness, safe return doubtful, honor and recognition in event of success." Firstly, you have to love the frankness and honesty of marketing back in 1907. What's attractive about this? Low wages, bitter cold, constant darkness, probable death. And yet, Shackleton said, so overwhelming was the response, it seemed as though all the men of Great Britain were determined to accompany me. Here is the incredible realization leaders on quests quickly discover. There is never a shortage of talented applicants and committed people ready to take up the charge and achieve something meaningful. Fellow questers will always freely and willingly make considerable personal and monetary sacrifices to be involved. This is just one of the many benefits of a leader's quest. Quests have proven incredibly powerful, driving civilization forward to higher and higher levels. Leadership quests inspire, motivate, and mobilize people to collaborate and achieve the exceptional. Keith Yamashita, a consultant who worked with greats like Steve Jobs and Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz, says these leaders figured out one key thing every great leader knows. First, you must have the belief that what you are doing will make a difference in the world. Today, the quest to make a meaningful and significant difference in the world is emerging as a powerful strategic and leadership differentiator. Quester leaders look at the world differently. Rather than think, how can I create a better product, app or service, Quester leaders start by asking an important question. What is broken in the world and how can I fix it? When Google began experimenting with self-drive cars, they weren't thinking, how do we build a better car? Rather, they were thinking, how do we end road fatalities? Quester leaders put fixing the world first, far ahead of making a profit. Naturally, profit is important. It's just that Quester leaders recognize that profit is an outcome of making the world a better place. Profit and shareholder return is the result. It's not the goal. Even Jack Welch, the man voted the manager of the 20th century, supports the concept of leaders on a quest by saying, on the face of it, shareholder value is the dumbest idea in the world. Shareholder value is a result, not a strategy. Your main constitutions are your employees, your customers, and your products. Short-term profit should be allied with an increasing long-term value of a company. And we have seen that the best way to increase long-term value is to deliver meaningful benefits to the society your organization serves. The goal, the big idea for Quester leaders is therefore to fix the world they influence. And the results are speaking for themselves. In 2015, Fortune magazine launched the Change the World list. 51 mega corporations that have placed doing well by doing good at the heart of their corporate strategy. At the number one spot is Vodafone, a British multinational telecoms giant who created the mobile money platform M-Pesa with Kenyan telecom company Safaricom. M-Pesa lets people who lack bank accounts use their smartphones to save and transfer money, receive pensions and pay bills. M-Pesa was seen as a worthwhile idea, but no one imagined it would transform the regional economy. Within months, membership had rocketed. Today, 17 million people in East Africa, many of whom are on the financial grid for the first time, use M-Pesa. It has been revolutionary, says World Bank economist Wolfgang Fengler. Today, a staggering 42% of Kenya's GDP is transacted through M-Pesa. And for Vodafone, brand loyalty has followed. Fewer than 0.1% of its customers in Kenya have dropped the company since 2010. Vodafone is not alone. They're not unique in doing well by delivering meaningful benefits. Fortune magazine's Change the World list includes companies like Google, Nike, Cisco, Walmart, MasterCard, SAB Miller. These are just a few of well-known companies that have recognized that the quest to deliver benefits to society also delivers exceptional financial results. Let's not mistake questers as charitable goody two-shoes. Questing strategies are not a new form of corporate social responsibility. Questers are hard-nosed capitalists. Questing strategies are at the heart of the business, and it is because of this that the results are exceptional. We are seeing a growing emergence of successful organizations who focus not just on the figures, but on the awesome value creation that is possible when organizations embark on quests to deliver meaningful benefits to society. One of the reasons for this shift in competitiveness is because people, your customers and co-workers, want to be part of a higher purpose that gives meaning to their lives. In the best-selling book, Drive, Daniel Pink explains how 3 elements, mastery, autonomy, and purpose, drive high-performance teams and people. Quest deliver all of these 3 elements in spades and provides organizations with a unique framework to proactively develop an ethically minded, benefits-driven, high-performance culture. Quests do not replace your vision, mission, or purpose. Rather, quests support, invigorate, and reinforce them. Quests enable teams to bring existing strategies to life by giving them considerably more meaning, and this in turn improves engagement and commitment. Research by Deloitte Consulting reveals that up to 70% of employees would rather work for organizations that deliver meaningful benefits to the world than take a pay rise. This is being driven by a generation known as Generation Y, or the Millennials, for whom being a quester is second nature. The organizations that understand this will capture the lion's share of future talent and valuable customers. My own research for my book Quest shows that strategic and organizational quests achieve astonishing results and sustainable competitive advantage because of 5 factors. Firstly, quests deliver benefits. Quests focus on fixing what is broken. This fosters blue ocean thinking, ingenuity, and innovation. Secondly, quests inspire. Because quests are challenging and delivering meaningful benefits, they attract the best talent. Leaders on meaningful quests discover that there is never a shortage of talented applicants. Thirdly, quests empower. When the destination, the end goal of a quest is clear and delivered in an outcome-focused language, it becomes empowering. This allows fellow questers to experiment, fail fast, and discover new routes to success. Questing leaders know that inspired leadership, not management, is key. Fourthly, quests build adaptability and resilience. Because the end destination is meaningful and clearly understood as an outcome, people become passionate about delivery and become engaged. This in turn fosters a culture of ownership, adaptability, and resilience. And finally, quests build passion and loyalty. Questing organizations and leaders become admired by their communities. Their story inspires others to join the quest, to do their big bit or their small bit, to achieve the quest's destination. Increasingly more staff and customers become champions and ambassadors. This in turn builds communities who passionately want the quest to succeed. Loyalty of this nature cannot be bought. So imagine if you, your team, your organization, or your community embraced a culture of questing. Now imagine if we could create a questing culture everywhere. What if through the power of delivering meaningful benefits, we could empower people everywhere to have the courage and the conviction to do their small bit and their big bit to change the world? What if through the power of Quest, we created a culture where people believed they could make a difference? I believe if we did this, we would craft more wholesome and inspiring jobs, truly ethical businesses, and value-enhancing business models, healthier economies, and more opportunities to contribute well-being in the world.